Okay, so now yeah, so welcome again. So from the screen you can see this is gold on 30 minutes. So basically this is just how the setup played out. So this was a 4 hour for our critical resistance zone. So for our critical resistance zone and 4 hour, so basically the strategy is simple. We trade zone to zone for our critical support zone. So meaning, but basically, yeah, it looks simple, but there's a lot of factors that are affecting into this. But for instance, like from this zone, so usually that was Asian session playing out yesterday. Let me remove all of this. The day Thursday, I was looking to this daily on Thursday. So we're having a bearish cycle on daily because we managed to break into this cycle on daily, and then from there that was happening on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Thursday we came here, pulled back into this area, and then from a daily perspective that was an area, a significant area of interest over there. That was a daily critical zone. So I was expecting that maybe on Wednesday we're gonna have a bearish candlestick closing below and engulfing so that we can continue with the bearish cycle, but then it didn't do that Thursday. So Thursday we managed to make few profits. I think it was 1%, and then ended up taking those losses, those profits back into the market, because I was really expecting that the market is going to continue with the cycle. But then Asian session has been back testing for the past few weeks. So now what happened on 4 hour of New York session, of course it gave us this order block, the engulfing candlestick, of which that was a confirmation. So looking into the critical zones of 4 hour, we have this area of interest of 4 hour. So this is our critical zone of 4 hour. So I was just hoping that we fail to break this area here. I'm gonna put a line here, and I think it was on a psychological middle number 33,050, which is the one that this area it rejected on over here. So I was happy with that rejection because it is on a significant price of a psychological middle number 33,050. So then it rejected over here, came back close, respected the order block, mostly respected the cycle. So when this rejection over here, the first trade that we managed to take it was from this zone up until this area here. So from this zone to zone, 4 hour, but of course I'm gonna refine that critical zone. So my zone was into this area here. That's the first entry. The first entry was here on Friday morning. So I took this around Asian session, was able to make about 5%. Yes, here's it, 5%. So that one I was able to pass the challenge with. So after passing the challenge, of course I was waiting for 4 hour. How is 4 hours gonna behave? Because now 4 hour is just on the critical area. So this is 4 hour critical support zone. So this area was supposed to hold and see some rejections happening over here. So once setup was completed, I was happy with that, and then Funny Peeps pushed and gave a feedback that says, okay guys, now the phase 2 account is ready. Like, okay, wow, that's nice. And then I'm looking to this area over here on 4 hour. Then I waited for London session played out, and then we have this immediate break on 4 hours. So we had higher time frame retest once the setup was finished, and then we're still, in my mind, we still have a bearish cycle that is continuing. So we need to complete a cycle. So yeah, so as the market cycle, we're in a different market conditioning now, so the cycle is different. But even on the market, then identify structure as cycle, because for every time frame it needs to complete its cycle. So now the time frame that is in play now in terms of the cycle is daily. So I was expecting for daily to complete its cycle, of which it did, and it extended even way further than I expected, because the profit target was here on the previous daily lows, of which we hit that target. And then now 4 hour, maybe 4 hour, if you have a 4 hour rejected over here, I was going to be like, okay, I'm done. But now 4 hour close below the range with momentum, with some rejection over here to show that there is continuation into it. Then I saw this 4 hour. When this 4 hour came in, Funny Pips already gave an email, said that we've passed. So the phase 2 account is ready. I'm like, okay, that's nice. But some psychology in my mind said, you know what, when you take a trade after got funded, you might easily make mistakes. So I don't want to rush the process. But then the setup is there. So now another thing that came to my realization is that you need to wait for days like this, because not every day is gonna be like this. So this setup waited for yesterday. Actually, yesterday I thought this setup is gonna play out, because we managed to take trade from here into this area over here. So I thought maybe that was it. But then when you look into the bigger picture of the market cycle structure, of which that's how we trade, we trading using supply and demand, your support or resistance, however you name it. But then you saw like the momentum and the continuation and the candlestick. The price was giving, showing a lot of momentum. The price was respecting the structure. The price was respecting even the whole conditioning of daily to monthly, because now on monthly perspective you can see we have about 2 rejections. The third one was just bearish, and now we shows a lot of momentum. You see, first rejection, second rejection, the third rejection. It shows that we need to test this last month's low, probably even not there to complete the cycle of monthly. We need to come into these lows 2700. So of which there's a lot of pips, there's a lot of market, there's a lot of opportunities to show up. And then now on this weekly basis, we broke the cycle. We broke all that bullish cycle. Now we're starting a new cycle, of which is bearish in this moment. So now, of course, for the next coming week, we're going to be looking into this area so that the daily can come bullish daily, complete the cycle, and then we start with the immediate break cycle on weekly. But the opportunity came again to pass phase 2 here, and then 4 hour close below, making an immediate break. Then waited for 4 hours. So I waited for this 4 hour on New York session. I wanted to see how New York session started, and then when New York session started, I already seen this bearish daily candlestick, 1 hour candlestick. Then the second play was on this one, of which I got 5% straight up. Then that's how I was able to get a 5% on the account. So quickly just going to my funny pips, just show you how this played out. It was a beautiful week. So now I'm only left with the 3 days to see what is this, the 3 days 3 daily limit rules, and then after that we are done. So phase 1 passed. Can see that was on Friday. Managed to pass phase 1 with few trades. Where was this? Show dashboard. Phase 1. Pass phase 1 with few trades. So hit the daily target of 10k account. Don't want to show much. So this was it. This is happened on this day. And then now we on phase 2. I'm gonna go back. This is the account for phase 2. We need to make 5%, and then from the dashboard we passed it. Trading, we already made that 5%. We're just waiting on these daily minimum days left, and then by Tuesday we're gonna receive our first 10k account funded. So now the plan now is to always make 10% profit 10% profit withdraw, and then I'm gonna fund 25k. I know from 10% you're gonna say, Tumel, you can easily buy 100k account, but this is a journey for me. So my journey, the reason I'm targeting 10% profit is because of the way I trade, and number two is because I know for these pro firm to scale you up, you need at least 10% win, 10% profit target to win. So for you so that they can be able to scale, at least you need to withdraw 10%. So I just hope this video you find it inspiration, you find something good about that, and you click the like button, you comment below, and you share it to your friend so that you can see what can happen next time. Probably next week I'll be showing you on the funded account. At the same time, when the withdrawals come in, I'm gonna be showing that when I'm buying the 25k account. From the 25k account, I'm gonna get to 50k account. From the 50k account to 100k account. And then from the 100k account, it's gonna be a different challenge. That's gonna be from 100k to 1 million per firm. So the mindset now is to 10x what you're doing. Do you understand? So I hope you find a lot of value here. If ever there's something that maybe you can see how I can improve on this, please leave a comment below, and share it with your friends, share it with your loved ones, and let's make the best next 6 months to be the greatest for all of us. I hope to see you again. Thank you.